Hey guys, Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Cartoon Collection Many Faces, brought to us by the fine folks over at Mattel. And before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I would just like to apologize in advance for some of the hoarseness in my voice because, well, quite frankly, your boy is very much both mentally and physically tired because he did a massive overhaul in the toy room about a week ago, and I am still suffering growing pains from that. It took a lot out of me. I don't think I recorded videos for a week, so yeah, please do your very best to be gentlemen and ladies to forgive me for that, but we are going to press on because the show must go on at some point, right? And take a look at some more Masters of the Universe figures, starting off with good old Manny Faces here. That said, I hope you didn't want any accessories with this guy, because you don't get any. You get a mini comic, though. Always get one of those. And a pamphlet, in case you're a moron and don't know how these figures come apart. But that's it. That's all you get. You get nothing else. You just get the figure. So, taking a closer look at Manny Faces here. That said, I think I have an extra gun for the Origins Manny Faces. So hopefully I can dig that up. And we can give that to him at some point, just like I did the axe for Ram Man. But he does have his face changing gimmick, so you can go from man to robot to, I can line it up here, monster. Even when I'm dead tired, I still give you quality voice acting like that. But there you go. I prefer the monster face, let's face it. I'm a sucker for a cool looking monster sculpt, and that's no exception. It looks pretty good. We'll say his helmet's a bit deep, I think, compared to the other Manny Faces, so it kind of casts a lot of shadow. When I try to take pictures of this guy, you really gotta have him facing the light, or else that's just gonna get lost. So that's a bit of a bummer. Would be kind of cool if they had a translucent piece up here, and you could have the eyes glow on this guy and the robot head, but it is what it is. Other than that, as far as his articulation goes, he does not appear to have any helmet rotation. Nah, the regular Origins one, you could rotate his head, but this one you can't. So that kind of sucks. Shoulders will go out, back down. They will rotate and kind of squeak. That one, not so much. I might even put a little dab of soap in there to offset that, because that might just get tighter. You can hear that. He does have a single elbow with rotation, swivel, hinge, wrist. It's rotation at the waist. Hips will kick forward, back, out, back down. Single jointed knee. Swivel at the knee. Boot cut. Hinge at the foot with a rocker. Do believe he uses the Triclops legs. Maybe not. They might be new. Not Triclops, Trapjaw. Doofus. But that's Manny Faces in a nutshell. Relatively short review. He's got the peg holes at the bottom of the feet, if you need that. Yeah, that might drive me bonkers if I don't do something about that. So, we'll see what ice can do about that. It's not loose, it's just very squeaky. But some of these Origins figures, they do get like that. So, word to the wise. But there you have it. Cartoon Collection Manny Face. Not a lot to talk about. Really not a lot to talk about. So, with that being said, before we keep rambling on like a good old Led Zeppelin would, why don't we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old Manny Faces alongside the, well, I guess not so good in this case, Triclops and Hordak, because they're both villains, not because they're bad figures or anything. And yeah, because Cartoon Collection is relatively the same body butt. I'd say these guys scale quite well together and are all pretty much the same height. Maybe Man-E-Faces has a little bit of edge to him because of his helmet, but you get the gist. Get these two out of the way. I'll have reviews of them going up very, very soon. Let's bring in our two regulars. The Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith right here. And the infamous Little Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone because he's not a 5.5-inch figure. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from coming with jack diddly or squat for accessories, I have to say that good old Man-E-Faces here is a fine addition to the cartoon collection if you're looking to build up your heroic warrior ranks. That said, I'm curious when we are going to see the likes of Mechanic, Fisto, or even a Mossman, an unflocked Mossman preferably, in this line. I guess only time will tell with that one. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.